Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Lynch. Today we're going to do say 10 push-ups again. Now, we should be really good at doing our say 10 push-ups because you did it with me, you did it with Miss Devlin, Mrs. Fernandez, so this is the 4th time you're doing your say 10 push-ups. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do with say 10 push-ups a little bit different. This is the next step to doing your say 10 push-ups. First, we're going to start counting from 1 to 10, and we're just going to push forward our fingers as we do it. Are you ready? Do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now here's when we go the next step, which is 10, 1. And now we should all be thinking, well, I know 10 and 1 more is 11. And then after 10, 1 is 10, 2, and we should all be thinking that 10 and 2 more is 12. So it looks like this. We're gonna go 10, 1, and we're gonna clap out what 10 and 1 make. And we're gonna say 11. And then the next one would be 10, 2, and then we would clap out what 10 and 2 more make, which is 12, and so on. So when I get to 10, 6, well, in our head we're thinking 10 and 6 more is 16. So we would say 10, 6, 16. Are you ready? So let's start with 1, and we're gonna go all the way up to get to 2 10s, and when we get to 2 10s, that's the number 20. Are you ready? Do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 10, 1, 11. 10, 2, 12. 10, 3, 13. 10, 4, 14. 10, 5, 15. 10, 6, 16. 10, 7, 17. 10, 8, 18. 10, 9, 19. And 2 10s, 20. Very good. So now that's the new way we're going to do our say 10 push-ups. We're going to push forward our numbers, and we're going to clap out what that number makes. So from now on, whenever you see a number, like let's say you see the number 13, you can think in your mind, well, 10 and 3 is 13. Well, if you see the number 15, you can think 10 and 5 is 15. And that just means you have 10 and 5 more. What we're going to do now is we're going to play a little game. And this game is kind of like a game you played with Mrs. Devlin a while ago called Hide Zero. But instead of me showing you how to hide the zero, because I think that you all can really do it now, I'm going to show you my computer screen. And it's going to say a number 10, because we always need that base 10 to make a teen number. Then it's going to show you another number. And in your mind, you're going to think, well, if I take this number and I hide that 0, what's the new number I created? And it's kind of like we're making a number bound, because we have the part of a 10 and maybe the part of a 3. Well, the parts 10 and 3, when you hide that 0, you put the 3 over it, make the number 13. So I'm going to show you my screen, and you're going to write the new number we create when we take those 2 parts and we make a new whole number. And it's just the hide zero game. So what you can do is you can get a blank piece of paper to show your teachers you've done your numbers, or you can say the numbers out loud and maybe take a video of you saying the numbers out loud. Either way, you get to choose the way you want to share today's lesson with your teacher. So here's the game, boys and girls. So this is a game called Understanding Teen Numbers. And that just means we're going to do a little work on understanding what makes a teen number and where those parts come from. So to play this game, you're going to hide the 0 in the 10, and then I want you to write down the new number we create after I show you the 2 parts. So you're going to look at the 2 parts. One part will always be 10 because we always need that number 10 to make a teen number. Then you're going to hide the 0 in your mind by joining the 2 parts together to make the new teen number. Then I want you to say the new number out loud. Then I would like you to write down the teen number and the number sentence that matches on your paper. And I want you to show that to your teacher. Or if you don't want to write the number down, maybe you can take a video of you saying the numbers, because you get to decide today how you want to share your work with your teacher. So here you can see there's two parts. One part is 10 and one part is 3. Now in your mind, you're going to hide this 0 with this 3. So move it over, and then I want you to write down the new number, or say the new number that 10 and 3 make. Shout it out loud. It's the number 13. And you can see the 1 is still there because you still take that 1 from the 10, and all you do is you take the 3 and you hide the 0 and you create the number 13. So 13 is the 1 from the 10 and 3 more. So 10 and 3 more make 13. So let's say this sentence together out loud. 10 plus 3 more gives you 13. Here's your next one. You have 10 and 6. Now slide that 6 over in your mind, hide the 0 and the 10, and write down the new number or say it. What does 10 and 6 more make? 16. And once again, you can see that we still have that 1 from the 10 because all we were doing with the 10 and the 6 was hiding that 0. So 10 and 6 make the number 16. And that just means you have 10 and 6 more to get to 16. Here's your next number. You have the parts 10 and 1. So hide that 0 and think about what 10 and 1 make. And then I want you to write down the new number. Are you ready? It makes the number 11. So 10 and 1 more make the number 11. The next one, you have 10 and 4. So remember, hide that 0 in the 10 and write down your new number that you get when you have 10 and 4. So 10 and 4 make 14. So let's say this together. Are you ready? Say it with me. 10 and 4 more gives you 14. Here's your next one. You have 10 and 2. So hide that 0 and think about what 10 and 2 more gives you. What number did we make? We made the number 12. So let's say this together. Are you ready? 10 plus 2 more equals 12. Okay, here's your next one. You have 10 and 5 more. So hide that 0 with the 5 and write or say your new number. What does 10 and 5 give you? Say it again. 15. Good. And so 10 plus 5 more gives you 15. Here's your next one. 10 and 8. Write down the new number you get when you have 10 and 8 more. It's the number 18. So let's say this together. 10 plus 8 more is 18. Here's your next one. 10 and 7. So hide that 0 with the 7. Write down your new number. Say it out loud. 10 and 7 is 17. So 10 plus 7 more gives you 17. And here's your last one. 10 and 9 more. So write down the new teen number that you get when you have 10 and 9 more. Say it out loud. It's 19. Good. 10 plus 9 more equals 19. So now you should be getting really good at hiding that 0. And you can play this at home. You can make your own, say, your 10 cards with your numbers and hide that 0 and then write the new number down. Remember to show your teacher what your work was, whether you were saying the numbers out loud or you wrote down the numbers, or you could even show a video of your teacher playing the game on your own if you want to. I hope you enjoyed this.